Hi guys, welcome back. This is now issue 85 of Build Your Own Star Wars R2D2. So in this issue, looks like we get the last panel for the body, and then we're also going to be fitting the shoulder joints, I believe, to the frame. So yeah, excited to get that done. So without further ado, let's crack on. Okay, so as always, I'll open the packet. We'll check the parts off, and then we'll get building. So. Seems to be quite a few parts in this. We've got more screws. I've still got the screws left over from issue 82, and I'll put them all in. So I've got a screw pot with all my remaining screws in. We've got quite a few, so I shall tidy them up after this build. Okay, so. On the instructions, here we go. So yeah, lots and lots and lots of fixing screws. We've got some washers there, and then all the standard sort of screws that we use to. So I'll open this up. So we've got the right front body panel. Which is this part here, and then we've also got in here another, I'll get this open, right, there we go. Okay, so we've got another right, sorry, a shoulder seal. We've got a front internal plate, which is this blue part here. We've got the front external grille, and then these are already assembled again. We've got the side internal plate and the grille. And these have already been put together for us. They do come apart, but that's how they were in the pack, so that'll save us a job. Okay, so the first thing it says to do is align the two tabs on the back of BP18 with the notches on the side of BP19. So that's talking about this part here that's already been assembled. The magazine's showing us how to assemble this, but it's already done. So we don't need to do anything with that. So with that, we're going to go straight on to step 3, which is to align the tabs on BP18. So you've got the two tabs on this this edge here, and then you need to align them with the recess in this panel here. Okay, and we're going to pop that in at an angle like so, push that through and then down, and then that puts that into place. And then we're going to secure it with two 4mm black screws. So I believe they're in this pack, so I'm going to open this little pack of screws up, and I'm going to put them in here with the rest of the screws, because we've got such an assortment now. And I'm just going to verify the measurement just to make sure I am using the right screw. Yeah, so in the bag I've just opened, it's got some nuts and some of these silver screws with just the thread on the tip. Okay, so that's where these 4mm screws were. So we're going to need 2 of those black screws. And then from the other side, we're going to screw this into place in those 2 holes there. So that's 1. And 2. And then that is that part complete. Okay, next we're going to move on to step 6, which is align the pins on the back of BP14 with the holes in BP15. So these are this other grill here and the back plate, and we're going to be assembling this. We need to line them up with the holes. So we are going to have the grill this way up with the long slit at the bottom, and then on this part you've got the corners that are missing on the top. That's going to face the upper edge here. Okay, and then we're going to slot that in, and it sort of goes in sideways. Okay, because of the way the pins are, it sort of goes in and then slides to the left. Okay, and then we've got something that looks like that. That will only fit in one way. If you try and get that in a different way, because of where the holes are, it's not going to fit. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Next, we're going to fit this into place on the panel, and we're going to need another 4. We're going to need another 4 of the 4mm screws. I'm not sure if they've supplied any more with this issue. No, they haven't. So I'm going to have to go back through my screw pot and find another 3 of those screws. And I've got quite a few there, so that's 4. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pop this into the bottom here. Now, it will only go in one way because of the angle of the posts where they secure in. As you can see, they're not straight, so that will only slide in one way, ensuring that that is in the correct orientation, and you should have the long slit at the bottom. Okay, and then from the other side we're going to fix that with the 4 screws in the 4 corners. So you've got 1, 2, 3, and then that 4th hole there. So that's 1. 2, 3. And 4. And then we have those in place. Okay, once that's done, step 11, we're going to align the shoulder seal with the shoulder. We've done this before, match it up with the lugs, so it's going to go in these 2 holes here, and then it's just going to be, at the moment, it's still a push fit, so that's nice and tight, and then we've got the shoulder seal on there, like so. I mean, I'm guessing later on they will be secured, possibly, I'm not sure, because there is 2 screw holes there. However, we haven't screwed any in so far, and I know I've got one of these that are loose, so I'm not sure yet how that's going to go. and depending on how it goes I may have to glue them in. But I'm guessing obviously when the arm or the leg fits onto here, there's going to be no room for that to come out anyway. So as I said, we'll just see. Okay, so the next step, we're going to need the shoulder joints and then the selection of screws. So we've collected those shoulder joints in previous issues. So I'm going to get them out, and then I've got them here. So I've got one there and two. Okay, and with that we need 8. Well, these are all going to be silver screws we need. We need 8 2.5 by 8mm screws. So I'm just going to get out my tape measure again so we can measure these screws. So they're 10. Okay, so I need these silver screws here, and we're going to need 8 of those. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so you're going to have to measure these yourself, the screws, because it's difficult to sort of show you what screws I'm using. But it's sort of the medium size. I mean, I've got some really long, I've got some 10mm long ones, which is the largest I seem to have. So it's just the next ones down. Okay. And we're also going to need the split washers, which were in this issue, in this little bag here. And we're going to need 8 of those as well. So I'm just going to open that up. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They have supplied us with 1 spare. And they are split washers. So the joy with them is, if you don't know how they work, when you tighten them up, obviously they're split, hence split washers, and it's going to be very difficult for you to see. Let me just see if I can change the focus. See, they're split, but they're not quite centre. One is lower than the top. They're sort of split apart, they're splayed apart. Now what happens is with these, as you tighten the screw, the washer flattens and then it causes some pressure, and I think that means that it won't the screw is less likely to undo itself. That's my understanding of how they work. You sort of to give a bit of tension onto the screw. Okay, take the shoulder joint LFR18 and align it with frame, which is marked left. So these are LFR18s. These are both LFR18. They're identical. Okay, and we need to grab the frame that we've been working on. I might have to adjust you a bit. And then we need to find, I don't think it really matters to which way this goes, but you need to find this arm here, and up here it says L for left. So we're working on this one first. It wants us to align one of these in. And I'm just seeing how this fits. Okay, cool. So this is really good. There is absolutely no way you can get this in the wrong way. It will fit when it fits. and it sort of goes at an angle like this. Yeah, it fits at an angle because there's 4 locating pins on there, but they're all in really random places. You've got 2 on the edges there, and then you've just got 2 up here. Now that obviously corresponds with certain holes, and then once it's in, you know. Okay. So what we're going to do is we need to get the 8mm screws, and then we're going to put a split washer onto the screw. And then from this side, so I'll turn you round, get my screwdriver ready, we're going to place this in, and then we're going to screw it from the inside. And we've got 4 screws. So that's 1. And then again an 8mm screw with a washer, and then we're going to place that. I'm going to do it opposite, in the opposite corner. And tighten that up, that's lovely. And then again for the other 2. It's nice to get these parts on. And then the last one. And there we have it. That is that side bolted on. That's not going anywhere. Okay, and then what we're going to do is exactly the same for the other side. Oh, okay, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. Again, that's only going to go on one way. And it's obviously going to match this side. And again, we want to take the screws, one of the split washers, onto the screw. The second screw. I haven't finished tightening that first one yet. I just wanted to get the other one in. And I'm going to go on the opposite side. It's just I just love this build, like the quality of the parts, you know. To be honest, I haven't hardly had any issues, and the screws that are, you know, apart from the issue we had a few back where one of the rods, one of these rods here, weren't drilled, the holes weren't drilled properly. I've never had any issues with any of the parts or the screws. It all goes together really, really nicely, and it's easy. So yeah, I'm super impressed. It's going to be sad when this is near. Well, I mean, this is nearly done, what we are on 80, 85, so another 15 issues. We should have a working droid, but it will be sad when it's finished. Okay, and that is the shoulders bolted on. Okay, so that was it for issue 85. Until next week. Yeah, really good, really enjoyed the build. As I say, loving the quality. We've got their shoulder joints on now, so yeah, not long to go. I expect in the next lot of issues we will be doing maybe hopefully assembling the body panels and things. I know there's batteries, I think, coming through soon. Well, we need to buy the batteries, but I think there's a charger coming through soon that we need to do. But yeah, no, that's it for me. I've put all my screws away in my pot that we had left over. There's quite a few. So yeah, until next week, take care. Please like, share, subscribe, and if you wish to buy me a coffee, there is a link in the description below. So for now, take care. See you next week.